we saw the Steelers jacket yesterday. Skyjay doesn't even need the power up to take it all the way home.
He was wearing it this morning,
I know,
so
he took it off because of the heat, man.
He said, "Oh, we gotta drop the training weight. It's Rock Lee out here."
Yeah, I mean, like the pressure that you feel if you're Skyjay, I think, is immense, right? I believe you were not the #1 seed here, right? That was BigBoss. You beat him in winners. He's your countryman. Yeah, you don't play as much. You don't play all the time, but you do still play. You do still, hang out at these events, and you want to get it done. And we saw how Incineroar's other best stage, Town and City, went in the last set. It was the one game BigBoss won. Going to the other one this time, and I'm curious whether this is any different.
Well, we'll see here, but right now Skyjay just on a roll gets a meaty down air into the Darkest Lariat.
Laser fighting the pressure, and with the revenge there, that's gonna be a whole lot of damage from just one forwarder. The Darkest Lariat, again, such a great tool on small stages because of just how active a hitbox it is. I like the attempt at the root from Skyjay, but unfortunately, that's
the downside of your character. Answered right back. Here's your receipt with the Alolan Whip.
Yeah, right. You got your downside. You saw the downside. He's like, hold on. Don't talk about downside. I'm a positive guy. He's like, I'm a positive guy. Let me show you the upsides too. And it's like, let me show you how early Alolan Whip kills you on this stage. That being said, BigBoss is cooking. I don't know if this man was labbing nonstop, but
back air catches the recovery attempt.
Was he just labbing after he lost in winners finals? Because I feel like since he got put in losers, he's just going for and hitting way more double and triple toss combos.
Maybe just woke up a little bit, It's been a long weekend. I hear a lot of Smash played yesterday, so might have been feeling it.
But it's also not a thing he goes for historically. Like, he goes for it more than you see, like, maybe a Zomba go for it, but he still doesn't go for it that much. So it's very surprising to see him rely on it this much. It's obviously insane, but, like, dang.
And it may come down to stage picks here. Feeling a lot more comfortable on these Animal Crossing stages than maybe Skyjay was ready for.
Exactly. I mean, it's one of the things of, like, okay, Rob is okay not letting you scrap, like, letting you have to scrap with him if it also means that, well, he gets to just kill you a lot sooner. And, that's certainly the case here, right? These double toss, triple toss combos, there's not exactly anywhere for you to dance away from them to reset. And so it's a very explosive, it's very explosive. It's how do you find your way to that next level? How do you find your way forward with more space? Keep that fight in, and what stages do you ban now? Because you've lost on Town, you've lost on Smashville. Do you keep them legal? Do you ban, like, they're your best stages? Do you ban them? Because you lost to
Looks like we're going to Battlefield here. Megalovania for the chat there.
Da-da-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-da-da. And that's how Skyjay's starting, right? 56%. He's starting off upbeat, chipper as ever, and
we saw this early in game 1 too, though, and BigBoss really made a comeback in that one.
Is that gonna be it at ledge? Yes, it is. BigBoss getting caught by the alley-oop, the oh yeah, if you will, triple up air. Not gonna be it. Skyjay just missing it, but gets the up air back here on the follow-up to keep that stage control cooking. This is just beautiful stuff from him. He's taking a lot less risks than he took in game 1, right? He's going back to that, what is the safest thing I can do with the highest level of movement?
Gets that Alolan Whip on the whiffed forward smash. No ledge trap yet. Finds a Nair out of the shield.
And I like the Nairs here, right, just to reset, because as we saw before, you're content to just reset the situation, let him do it again. With Revenge online, you could have found a cheeky stock if you had survived, but BigBoss, again, does not drop those ledge traps, gonna close it out. With Revenge back, though, you're just one hit away. The double toss could be coming. Skyjay barely managed to get his way around it that time, but again, he's just not able to get his feet on the ground.
Finds a dash attack there, entry point, and a little room to breathe for Skyjay. Gets that Alolan Whip, opts for the upward version.
Yeah, and I wonder if it wouldn't have killed above platform there going horizontally, or if he just pressed it a little early, because it was angled slightly back, so it was right before. That being said, back to trying to find the gyro. Great buffered air dodge.
Gets the spike there.
Skyjay, and yeah, all the way from the top rope. Once again, man, that up special closing it out.
Whips grab there, met with a down tilt back air. Good spacing from Skyjay, barely makes it back to the ledge. Gonna Scrooge on over for Big Boss. Nair entryway, up tilt on the shield.
Big Boss has done such a good job of locking this down, closing it up. Great DI there from Skyjay to hold on. And the revenge online, that's 33% of one down tilt, but just barely wasn't able to get the conversion. The platform getting a little in his way. And now, though, he's got to 50 of just 2 hits. The Alolan Whip with max rate is not going to do it just yet, but almost any hit at this percent could do so. Oh, now Big Boss running low on fuel. It's going to recharge at the moment, back to full now, and finding the back air. What? They both died.
They both died, but it didn't matter. Skyjay had another stop.
Even if he didn't, though, Skyjay got screen KO'd, which means, right, that stock doesn't watch the stock count at the end of this game.
He goes into the blast zone.
He goes into the blast zone first, but because it's a screen KO, it doesn't matter. Or he has to slide off the screen before the stock ticks away, and that was the difference maker to keep it a 2 stock, even it up. And you know what? If we're gonna see the reset, I want to see 10 games. That's all I'm saying. We'd probably get kicked out of the venue though, so maybe not.
the production just looked at us like, hey, what are you doing?
Also, the head TO, shout out to Blue Ramen for doing so much work to make this event happen. We really appreciate you, dude. But yeah, no, he just was not there. He was not there for it.
So Big Boss using that gyro to kind of mess with the Alolan Whip, but Skyjay right back to it, 108%.
Now the pressure is on, looking for a back air, trying to just keep this corner situation going, trying desperately not to let Big Boss back to center stage, where he can set up with the gyro with this laser, keep it cooking, keep it going, barely not gonna kill. It's Rob at ledge. How is he gonna get out of the corner, Kanye?
Just like that, approaching Nair, apparently.
Yeah, well, I mean, right, it's the day one. Why would you do it if it ain't, right? What did you say earlier? If it ain't broke, don't fix it?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
And
Rob in a hard place here, met with a forward air.
And I like these down tilts being used not just to grab gyro, but also to find that additional pressure, even with the high ceiling of town and city, right? When you're that high up and at 170, there's no way up to a Alolan Whip's not gonna kill. Hell, now though, how is Skyjay gonna find the extra credit? The answer is nada. Even though we are in a high school today, man, they don't give out anything extra. You get an A, no A pluses here.
So an up air off the revenge. Good punish. Got to keep this juggle going. Gets the Alolan Whip, but caught up by the gyro.
Trying to find the lariat. Good pressure. And the Cheetah Fingers to boot that F tilt. Oh, Skyjay's ledge traffic on Big Boss has been so immaculate. After that game 1, he really caught on to Big Boss's recovery habits. That being said, Big Boss so good at finding these back airs when you least expect it off these reversals, and it's been his X factor, and it might be the thing that lets him seal out this game if he can just hold on to the stock.
And I think even throughout the set, a big thing that's changed as Skyjay finds another F-tilt for that stock. Big Boss doing a great job of starting to punish Skyjay for using revenge, saying, you can have the revenge off gyro, but you're going to eat a forward air or a side B for it.
Good parry on that landing neutral air. Catching out Skyjay, the DI check is going to do it. Big Boss just holding on. Yeah, the percent is only 16. What do you mean just? Well, you know what? It's Incineroar. 16 is almost death percent when you have max rage.
Yeah, and so looking at the stage select here, they're going to spend some time in the tank about this, running it back to town and city. I like it. It was a close game.
It was a close game. I just, if I'm, you know, looking at this set from an objective perspective, which I am here, well, I guess it's also subjective. I'm like unbiased perspective, right? Hey, oh, we're running back to Smashville. That's really interesting.
Oh my goodness! Oh, I'm surprised he didn't go for the double there. Definitely was set up for it.
See, you had said town, and I was like, oh, Smashville, interesting. Because Big Boss destroyed Skyjay on Smashville.
Yeah, I guess they went back and changed it after I looked away, because they definitely had picked town, but
and
Skyjay gets that.
Looking, man. He's looking right now.
Alolan Whip. kills early.
Yep.
But we've seen that in like 2 out of the 3 games they played so far this set is Skyjay gets off to a quick start and then gets smothered.
Yep, and there was a nair into that at back air as well. Using the armor to get through the spike, super smart from Skyjay. We haven't seen that yet. Going off the top rope,
Thunder cross split attack.
Yeah, he tried to go for the flash, but you know, Big Boss just barely getting out of dodge. One more opportunity. Skyjay wants so desperately to go up 3 stocks to 1, give himself a little bit of breathing room. Revenge gonna maybe give him that opportunity. Down air not gonna do it.
Down air.
Ooh. And at least, like, you know, if you're Skyjay, yeah, you want the stock, but if you don't get it, you're still happy.
You're
with
chilling.
131.
You're chilling. Yeah, you've made your extra credit.
And the footstool to boot, but through platform, those rotor arms are gonna blend you on the up special. But a rare missed DI from Big Boss just gonna give Skyjay an opportunity to maybe find.
Who went for it? Oh, really went for it.
He went for it. You know, we saw that. Collision. We saw that at Summit. Skyjay has started to go for those more and more when he has these leads. He's put you in a situation, right, where if we can get that replay going once again, watch the situation he does here. You're above him, so you jump, and then they're gonna say, okay, you jump. They have to jump in reaction to you. Because if they don't jump, they literally just fall in the blast zone or have to go underneath you, at which point you down air them. So it's either they don't jump and they get down air, they air dodge and they die, or they jump and then you can react to jump with your own Alolan with having jumped already. It's a beautiful checkmate.
Right here, a little bit of role reversal. Big Boss getting on the gas here early. And
speaking of role reversal, right? You know, Skyjay opened up with a quick spike last game, and now it's Big Boss's turn, but his actually resulted in the stock, trying to reset bracket, saying, hold on, friend, and we're not done playing yet. We might be staying together tonight, but you know what? I don't care. I want to get games with you right here, right now, with money on the line.
And PS2, the stage pick here, they went to this fairly quickly. There was no time in between those games.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and it makes sense, right? I think Big Boss has to know where he wants to go to try and force this reset, and so much extra space to work with can make it really hard for Incineroar to get in here on Rob. Trying to find that revenge on a gyro, but it doesn't come out, and right now it's just Skyjay starting to swing, but Big Boss's parries have just leveled up.
Right there, barely making it back to the ledge under the Rob down air. Gets a nair out there, up air, no tech available, and dies off the top.
You know, 1 stock remaining for Skyjay if he wants to take this without the reset. He's got another shot, but it's never going to be easy. Big Boss trying desperately not to give it to him. 3 stocks to 1. It's so difficult. Skyjay can't even land these Alolan whips right now. Big Boss has gotten the download, figured it out, at least here in this game number 5. Alolan whip is gonna do it, but Kanye rest. This is the opportunity. Big Boss needs to survive, not get edge guarded here. Skyjay, how does he do it? How does he come back, at least get 1 more stock off Big Boss?
I think some well-timed revenge is going to be the key here. Gotta find the hitbox part of it so you have some room to work after, but cannot get smothered and cannot get hit by any more.
Absolutely. That being said, in the juggle situation, I love the lariat to stall, right? Wait out that down until I realize that Big Boss is going to try and kind of mix you up, guarantee the stop. I like devising nair, using the Alolan whip, and because when you input a special and ultimate, Kanye, it conserves your aerial momentum. It drifted him into the blast zone. We're seeing another set.
And we saw the little laugh come out from Skyjay. It was like, I kind of beefed that one a little. But we'll see you in the reset there.
We absolutely will see you in the reset. Are the players just jumping right back into it? Fantastic. So we have 5 more games left in this bracket. 5 more games of Smash for me to watch left here in Texas, down in El Paso. And honestly, there's nobody I would have rather cast with this weekend than your friend.
Thank you. It's been a great time over here. Shout outs to El Paso for having us. But let's get this grand finals reset underway. Looking like we're thinking about Hollow Bastion.
And if you remember, right, this is a stage that both these players very much like. Big Boss won in game 1 of their last set. we're gonna go to a stage that I don't think I've ever seen these two players
I love
play on.
this stage. I
Yoshi's
love this. I
Story.
know chat hated on this stage earlier. I love this stage.
I'm just gonna say, man, I'm with chat on this one.
That's what Sam is.
I don't care.
But already, Big Boss getting underway. Skyjay finds a revenge there, gets a nair into the Darkest Lariat.
And the fact that we can't nair when revenge still combos, but also just does 20 is so silly.
Up airs trying to catch him, dropping down through the platform, but nobody home.
That being said, right, there's no Yoshis on this island right now. The revenge immediately lining up. The back air, Skyjay making use of these high platforms to the fullest. I like the recovery route from both players, but the high platforms are gonna mean that if you go to it, Skyjay's gonna at least catch you with a temporary string. Big Boss trying to find an early stock, but that's not gonna be anything with no rating.
Good DI from Skyjay, and once again they're getting caught in the third one. Third time's the charm.
Yep, right. You gotta try it 3rd times. The first one's too heavy. The
And there's
second one's too
another
light.
stock very
And
quickly.
the 3rd one's just right. Why stop there? Right, 3 gyros to boot, right? You got 3 up, you got 3 up airs, 3 gyros. What's next? We're gonna see Big Boss kill on the 3rd spike attempt.
And right now, Skyjay kind of in deep trouble here. Not the way you want to start reset.
Not at all, but at least you've got a revenge into another one, going for the down air, trying to make something happen. How clutch here, trying to find the Alolan Whip, but Big Boss's micro spacing just absolutely immaculate, and that's gonna be it.
And
Big Boss.
3 stock off of that shallow blast zone.
Also, we saw 5 games or 4 games first set?
It went to game 5.
It was okay. It was game 5, so it was 3-2. And now that being said, Big Boss is taking he's taken 2 games in a row and took 2 games in a row before that.
Yeah.
So that if it bodes in 2s, then Skyjay is gonna take the next one or the next 2, and then they alternate 2s. It doesn't go in his favor.
All right, getting underway here. Game 2 on Hollow Bastion. Big Boss sending out these huge aerials, just stuffing out anything that Skyjay's trying to do.
Yep, attempt on the laser. I like Skyjay's patience here. Your Hollow Bastion, if you cannot win on your counter pick here, it is good time for it to get very, very scary. That being said, we're seeing the confidence Skyjay has. Big Boss trying to line up these early back airs to no effect. It's good to see that even when he's down, it is impossible to see Skyjay's mental crack.
Yeah, Skyjay was looking for it like a back air or a nair there, try to revenge it, and gonna end up getting punished off stage situation.
Yeah, and the pressure is on, but with the Alolan Whip, that's gonna be the stock. And now, one more chance up smash, going to do it.
KO, back to even.
Yeah. And it gives Val extra time to get the gyro, right? Set up his immaculate positioning, try and find the double toss, but the STI down and away from Skyjay, gonna allow him to get out a dodge. One more chance back to stage, he's gonna do it, but that time Big Boss waiting out the revenge, and he's not falling for these tricks anymore.
Yeah, no, not fooled at all by that one, and Skyjay says, all right, I'm done playing with you on the ledge. Let's go back to the middle.
I'm looking for a forward air, but again, gonna get reversaled. Even when Skyjay's mixing the timing up, Big Boss is still calling it out. He just is like, okay, if you want to beat me, you gotta do it without revenge. And when Incineroar loses their kill power, I mean, it's really hard for this character to do much. He's just a big sitting, I want to say duck, but like cat.
Yeah, trying to get a trade on an Alolan Lip with like a nair or something, trying to clean this one up, but just not finding anything.
And I really appreciate that Skyjay knows the limits of his recovery enough that he can go all the way down with those nairs.
And a huge DI mix-up there for Skyjay.
Yeah, he knew he was at literally the exact percentage. You saw how close that was to not killing. That being said, speaking of callouts, it's just gonna be the back air once again. They've been calling it the Zombear, but are we sure it isn't the Big Bear? Because Big Boss has been making money with it today.
Finds that revenge on the nair. Darkest Lariat, that will pop shield if it double hits.
And yeah, I mean, it's gonna it's guaranteed if it keeps hitting your shield to either be a shield poke or a shield break. So you just kind of have to take the hit from it. I like the revenge there, but that time, right, we saw Skyjay do that before to great success, but now Big Boss is ready to jump in, punish the revenge with Nair on those sitting gyros. It's almost a bait. That being said, reverse hit gonna be best case scenario, as well as the gyro staying, so you get one more chance at this revenge. He can get back in this. He has the opportunity. He's brought it there, and the fair is gonna do it. Skyjay evening it up. We're not done here just yet.
So 1-1 goes our grand finals reset here. What do we think changed there for Skyjay? You know, was having a lot of trouble getting his aerial stuff even early in that game, but especially last game too.
Confidence. I think more than anything, like, I think he just started playing confident again. I think he started finding the Alolan whips again, and I think that he started diversifying his kit more. Like, we saw him start to rely at the end of the second set a little bit more on those Alolan whips, on those revenges, and when they didn't connect, that's when he started to let it get away from him. But
oh, gonna be big here for Big Boss. A 0 to death, 10 seconds into game 3.
We also just didn't see a 0 to death like we saw the other games that Big Boss has really won in dominant fashion. So, that being said, it feels like when Big Boss is winning these games, it's by a decent bit, and when Skyjay is winning these games, it's last hit, last stock, which generally doesn't bode super well, but, you know, it's insane.
If you're keeping it even, you're keeping it even, though.
Exactly. No, I'm right there with you, and he's very capable of taking this bracket. We all know that very well. It's just, how does he do so? Where does he find the opportunity? I love that down and mix-up.
And we gotta find the stock fast now. 48%, not the end of the world for Incineroar. He's a little hefty lad, so if we can get this stock off the Rob, it's smooth sailing back to even.
Absolutely, I like that again. Like those rotor arm up airs from Big Boss. He's been so creative with them throughout the set. And now we see Skyjay, his edge guard pressure has really leveled up. He's putting himself in safer situations, still going just as deep, but he's not letting himself have the opportunity to get reversaled for it. And whether it connects or not, it's been so effective at kind of making Big Boss a little bit more scared. 121, you have to find a way to rack up, close this percent gap a little bit before you lose the stock. If not, take the whole one, find the lead. That being said, you can't push that button on shield.
Yeah, no, Rob shield, you gotta be safe on it or they will just scoop you up.
Looking for the Nair, but beautiful DI up and out by Skyjay there, just allowing the reset to neutral. I like that weight, but it doesn't matter. Up angled, he says, almost like the Captain Falcon talk. Come on.
Let's go.
Yeah, show me your move, man.
Rob in a hard place here, lots of damage coming out for Big Boss.
And he's gonna get the tilt, looking for the gyro into the reset, not gonna find the pressure though. Oh, this is all just rage. One revenge could be it. This is still Skyjay's game. He's got the advantage state.
Playing air, Incineroar right. Good DI from Big Boss, not quite done yet.
No, he's got one more chance, but you can't give a player like Big Boss that opportunity. What's he gonna make of it? 115, this is death if he can find this Alolan whip here at ledge. You can see him looking for it all day, every day, but they're rising into the Alolan whip to get off the option. Thank you, the Darkest Lariat. And finding the Alolan whip there. See, I just knew 30 seconds.
You were just seeing it.
Yeah, I'm just psychic, man. What do you think I am? I'm just like a witch, man. I'm psychic. I'm telling you, I can see the future. Nobody asked me who's gonna win the event, though.
Yeah, it's still dead even here. These guys, we could see the dreaded Game 10.
Yeah, I think if we see Game 10, then I also did see the future, because I did actually say, you know, if it resets, I want to see 10 games. But PS2, these games between these players on this stage have gone very back and forth. Obviously, Big Boss took the last one, game number 5 of the last set, here in pretty solid fashion. And that being said, these platforms, Skyjay has played so much more confidently around them and not given and Big Boss nearly as many opportunities to get that X factor off of Gyro set up here and really just wall him out.
For sure, getting these revenge stacks. That move does stack, finding the double down tilt jab reset.
Yeah, it stacks up to, as you mentioned, it stacks up to 3 times. With each stack, not only does it do more damage, more knockback, but it also is more plus on shield, and it can actually, with max stacks, can allow to true shield break combos. So definitely something to watch out for if he keeps finding opportunities to stack. None gonna be here. Here, even 131 to 89. I mean, it's Incineroar.
With that rage, could have been the stock, but just a little too far in.
I mean, right, this PS2, one of the biggest stages we've got here in Ultimate, and landing back here, they're definitely gonna do it. And while a lone one from center stage might not, afterwards, who cares? Big Boss said, oh, you hit me with that back air. I liked it so much. Let me show you my own. And now trying to find the double toss combo. That's gonna be it again.
And, you know, Big Boss really got to feel good about that one. Started off a little sketchy, but now you're back in with a full stock lead, lapped in percent.
That being said, if you can find this stock, if you can make it happen here, you have every opportunity to play yourself right back into this game. What can you do? How can you do it?
Just missed that back air. That definitely would have been the stock. I don't think anybody would have been ready for that DI.
I don't think so either, man. But like, how does Skyjay get back here? Beautiful high recovery. Finds the back here. Can he get the edge guard? Or if he gets a stock, we saw him do it last game. He's very capable of doing it again. Big Boss trying to zone him out. You see it happening. Missed tech, rolls to ledge. Gonna hold on for another day. Has to find his way out of the corner again, though. And the Alolan gonna give him the opportunity.
And, like we were talking about earlier, to Incineroar, this has the potential to just all be rage. Down smash, not even going to come close to killing off the wrong side.
Yep, I like the air dodge, finds his way back, good route, gets hit by the weak hit of Nair, so is able to hold on. Still, though, trying to find a way back to hold on to the stock from center stage. That's not going to do it just yet. 177. Skyjay dies to a breath of fresh air at this point. What can he do? How can he get this one on the board? Because it all starts with one, the Alolan with the tried and true, and Kanye Rest. We're in a last stock situation.
Oh, but that up air is going to clean that one up. We're going to game 10.
You know what? I said I could see the future, and I'm pretty sure the head TO just wants to murder
by
me.
the way, you're banned from El Paso.
Yeah, so I mean, sorry.
And now a crowd gathering, watching this Grand Finals reset. It's been a real pleasure. You know, just banger set after banger set.
And you know what? That being said, how many sets, how few sets we have at the end of the day, it all comes down to this. One game, 3 stocks a piece, $2,000 on the line, 1 trophy, right? That's what it is. Winner takes all, loser goes home. Well, still with a good amount of money, but, you know,
and they get
less
to
money.
talk about a really good, close set.
Absolutely.
2 sets. So, 3 sets even.
And you know what's crazy? We're going back to Hollow Bastion.
Yeah, we will finish it off here. Ego Boost comes to a close on Hollow Bastion.
And that was the huge thing, is that unlike the winner set where it was Big Boss with the counter pick advantage, this is Skyjay's. This has been the most consistent stage for Skyjay in this entire tournament. He had dominated on Hollow Bastion throughout the event, and getting to spend game number 10 here of Grand Finals is exactly what he wants. A great percent lead in the Alolan Whip. That's going to be the stop.
And, you know, starting off here just like he wanted to, we've seen it, you know, almost every game. Skyjay gets a great stock, answered right back by Big Boss, trying to clean it up here.
And now the jump, the up special, he's going to find his way back. No top rope, the revenge going to get stuck out just by the gyro for a moment, but the second one's gonna put in work. 62% now on Big Boss's name. Skyjay trying to put him back from whence he came with that back air, but not gonna find his mark. Looking for the up air, back air the other way, coast to coast. And right now, my friend, I mean, the pressure is on for Big Boss to make something happen.
Big heads up play there by Skyjay, knowing that had to back it up a little bit to get that Darkest Lariat to hit.
Absolutely. Delaying the fastball, the timing makes up his way under that back air, tricking Big Boss in a way we haven't seen so far this bracket. Now dropping around, utilizing that gyro to find the revenge, but immediately getting grabbed for it. That up air maybe gonna be a stock. No, holding on the super heavy, gonna get to use that big gut, live another day. 162 probably gonna be it though, and just
finds it up in there. No reason to stale your kill move.
that being said, you're gonna immediately get a lull and jump into the blast zone at the end.
Jumped into the blast zone there.
And you now have to take 2 stocks compared to 1. He's got the gyro in a hand. That's a
This could be a good start, but just too shallow so far. Makes it back to ledge.
Just barely. If he had gotten hit by literally any move before that, he would have been dead. But now trying to line up the back air. Skyjay's played so patient at ledge. Edge. Big Boss, very capable, in the perfect position to play this back, starting to call out these revenges again. That's been his own X factor. And really the question is going to be, what can Skyjay make happen here on this reversal?
And this is huge. Has the gyro in hand, threw it up just a little too slow. Up air to up air, not going to kill yet.
No, it's not. Finding a way out of the corner, playing patient with the shield. I like the empty ops, forcing those back airs out, because with Big Boss, yeah, if the back airs hit, great, but if they miss, not only are they laggy, they also push you away. They give Skyjay big stage control. That being said, he lines it up, only 63% on this game, 1 stock apiece.
And Skyjay says, let's run it. Last stock situation
He
here.
got 2 revenge stacks. Anything's gonna kill right now.
Well, not a nair.
Except a nair, but that was
huge amount of
did
damage.
50%.
Finding these down tilt trips.
That's gonna do it.
Raw beats. And
Skyjay.
Skyjay wins Ego Boost in game 10.
And I'm just, what an incredible set. Pair of sets from these 2 players. We saw 10 games of back and forth adaptation after adaptation, levels and levels of gameplay. Hey, chat is getting trolled by internet.
Nobody can see that. Get out of here.
And
I wanted to say
I wanna give you the opportunity to give Skyjay the interview. My voice is going a little bit.
Okay, all right.
But before we go, folks, I've been Ritual.
I've been Kanye Rest.
And
you can trademark.
And you can find me on Twitter at VirtualSSB. My DMs are always open. I always love feedback. They can find you. If you have anything to plug.
I have a TikTok. That's it.
Where can they find you?
They can also find me on Twitter at Kanye Rest SSB. I post some mid puff clips there. So.
And for the 2 of us that aren't Kanye, have a good one, folks.
Alrighty. So here he comes, Mr. Skyjay himself, taking a quick photo, and then we'll get him on the mic here. How's it going, my man? Congratulations.
Thanks a lot. Really nervous, bro.
Yeah, game 10 set.
Game actually 14 because we went 3-1.
Yeah, I was gonna ask what the first set, how far did it go? But game 14, just a slog to get through some of these Rob matches. Stages seem to be the key turning point here. What was the thought process behind some of these stage bans and these stage counter picks?
I think both of us were like, if we are able to arrive, if I'm able to arrive to a stage that is like kind of short or where I can ledge trap too much, so I can commit into his mistakes, I'm gonna be able to kill him early. That's what I needed. And the same way the other way, when he went to long stages, it was difficult for me to kill him or to reach him. So that was, for example, Town and City is good for me, but I felt like in the matchup he was playing so good at the just getting around me that I wasn't able to actually get used to Town and City.
Yeah, playing really slippery on those more open stages, using those platforms to kind of get away. Were there any moments where you were like, I know there was some clips in there, but were there any moments where you were like, I shouldn't have done that, and it almost cost you in a few places? How did you turn some of those around?
Okay, I think the only ones were like when he was doing the 0 to deaths to me, and it was reflected on the last game because on the last game he tried to do the 0 to death. He grabbed the gyro, I was at 0, 2 stars, he was at 0, 1 star, and I was like, nope, I'm not gonna get close. Like, I'm totally not getting close to you.
Eventually you were just like, I'm not even playing with that anymore. We saw a couple times where you just reset to neutral and said, come up off the ledge, I'm not going over there.
And every time that happened, I was like, okay, he did the 0 to death, no problem, we can come back this. Like every time you can come back any situation. I can do like upper B, kill stupidly early with side B revenge, get a really good read, stuff like that. So I wasn't worried. I obviously was like stop doing that, but I never felt like that was over in any time, like in any match.
For sure, for sure. Alrighty, man. Well, we're gonna keep it pretty short here because we're on a little bit of a time crunch. Congratulations once again,
Thanks a lot.
and be safe going home.
That's the idea.
Alrighty,
Thanks a lot.
we're gonna sign off. Congratulations to Skyjay. Once again, I've been Kanye Rest. Shout outs to El Paso and the Ego Boys. Signing off.